Hi, my name is Giulie Montana. I am 16 and I am the owner of this channel. I have noticed that a lot of people have watched my anti-bullying video about my story. And that's only a little tiny bit. And I hope that this video gets even more views than that because it's something. My message that I'm going to discuss in here is really close and important to me, and if I could get across and hopefully help other people, then my goal will be complete, because that is my one true dream, is to help people not feel alone. This video specifically is going to be about teen bullying and teen suicide. It's just a fair warning in case it triggers anybody. I just want to make sure that everybody is okay. Teen stereotypes are a big thing these days, especially the more and more that gays are accepted. I don't fit in a stereotype. I fit more as a bunch of different stereotypes. I've been called things like a wallflower or athletic or stuff like that. And you would think that stuff like those things wouldn't even be something you would worry about, but it bothers people. Like things like being called a nerd or a dork or a loser, for even example, because heck, I think every school has a loser club. But nobody's really like that. Nobody is a loser or a freak, a slut, a whore. Those are just words that people use to put other people down. And it hurts, trust me, I know. I've been called probably over 300 words. I've even been made fun of because I came out as pansexual. I am pansexual, meaning if I would date anybody no matter what they classify themselves as. My logic is, if you're going to love somebody, you're going to love them no matter what. So in 9th grade, I had this girl that I liked. I had a crush on her. One day, when me and her talked, she led me on and stuff like that. And one day, she started calling me a lesbian and telling me that the reason why I had to switch schools in 7th grade is because I raped a girl, which is not true. And the girl that I didn't even know, she went along with it. I don't even know her name to this day. She just said that she was my girlfriend at the time and that I attempted to rape her, but whatever. It was something used to make me upset. And it did. Because it made me feel upset. Because, why would you create something like that? A lie like something like that? It broke my heart. And the school didn't want to do anything. That's pretty classic. I was physically, emotionally, and sexually abused in my lifetime. And my school didn't want to do anything. Neither did the police. Unfortunately. Because even though there's a zero tolerance supposedly in schools, there really isn't. My sister, she goes to the same school that I went to, and what happened was she gets picked on by this kid, and he pushes her down when she goes to get off the bus. She fights back, and I'm proud of her for that, because I wasn't able to. And if you ever want to check out my story, it's not all of it. I plan on doing more parts to it, but if you want to check out the small part of my story and the introduction to my story, check out the other video, and you'll get to know a little bit more about me. But bullying is more than just a word. It's more than just a phrase. It's something that emotionally destroys someone. It takes a lot. out of any person. And most of the time, sometimes bully victims hurt themselves. Like, for example, I have scars. I have 3 of them, but that are very visible at the moment. I did that in a hospital. On my body, I have over 273 scars from being suicidal. And I'm not putting this out there to be, like, some people who watch this will be like, oh, she's looking for attention, oh, whatever. But if you don't, most people didn't know that about me. There's a lot of things that people don't know. And, for example, I suffer major depressive disorder, severe anxiety, and PTSD from being bullied. And trust me, it's not easy to live with. Having to have PTSD nightmares every night and be heavily medicated just to prevent them from happening. It's not easy. You could ask anybody who has been bullied. It's like fighting a war inside your head with color and black and white. There's not even black and white. The white is just non-existent. It's one of those things that you wish existed. It's like when black and color, they want to clash, and sometimes you'll get more black than you'll do color, and then sometimes you'll get colors more than black. And smiles, most people who are depressed and suicidal, they can look at you and they can smile. They can tell you that they're okay and that they're happy and nothing's wrong. And but in reality, they're fighting a big, ginormous war inside their head. And things like, oh, it's all in your head, or don't let it bother you, and stuff like that. It's just not how your brain works. It's not how it happens. And that leads up to a lot of teen suicides. More than there should be. And things like social media enable people to harass and bully people even more. For example, my friend Ellie, she was best friends with this girl who was also her ex-girlfriend. And then she started dating her ex-boyfriend. Zoe started dating Ellie's ex-boyfriend. And recently, she put up Ellie's picture on Instagram, and she started saying her and her friends started saying some really mean stuff. I remember Saturday, her friends told her to go kill herself. And it's people who do that, you ask anybody who's a bully, once they're confronted, they're going to be like, oh no, I didn't do that. Or they're going to break down emotionally and be like, I didn't mean it and stuff like that. And it's not even, I've been on both sides. I will admit I was a little bit of a bully at one point. I wasn't that nice to this girl, and I regret it so much. You have no idea. But when you're mean to somebody, or when you're affected by stuff like that, or when you're affected by how people are towards you, there's nothing more than those 3 words, go kill yourself. That's like someone taking away your family member. That's taking away your self-esteem. That's taking away your pride, your everything. It's like having a sandcastle and then throwing a bowling ball through it. You could have this big, ginormous, beautiful sandcastle and taking a bowling ball and throwing it right through. And you'd be like, what happened to this girl? What happened to, or a guy? Because it happens both ways. Guys get picked on quite a lot. More than you think. Like, you think, oh, it's just usually a girl thing. Girls are more dramatic. Girls are more sensitive. But guys are just as sensitive. Guys, sometimes I've met guys who have more, like, sensitivity than girls do. And it's not a bad thing. It's actually a beautiful thing. Because it means they're more prone to actually caring about other people. But it's when you tell somebody to go kill yourself, you're promoting murder. You're not committing murder, but in ways you are. You're telling somebody to go kill themselves, and that themselves is murder, because you're taking somebody's life, whether it's your own or someone else's. You're taking a life. You're physically removing a human body's spirit from their body, from planet Earth. And depending on what your religion is, you won't see them after that. And whether if you believe in God and go into heaven, they're going to go to heaven. Maybe you'll see them one day, but that's when you die. And if you believe in reincarnation, it's still not going to be the same person. It's like, for example, take this flower. If you take a petal, and you believe in God, or if you believe in whatever you believe in, if you take this petal, and then you simply, even though you try to be so careful with it, you just take it. If you take this one petal and remove it, the flower is still a flower, isn't it? But it's missing a piece. When you take somebody's life, whether it's your own or promoting somebody to take their own, it's still going to be Earth. It's still going to be society. And it's still going to be a colony of people. But there's going to be a piece missing. And once that piece is gone, you can't get it back. This piece is going to wither away. It's going to crust up and eventually be part of the ground. It's going to deteriorate. It's going to lose its color. It's going to turn gray. And even though it may seem like not everybody's going to remember that small piece, but to certain parts, it matters. It's a piece. And when you take a piece, you can't put it back. You can't put this petal back. It's no longer gonna take up water or stay a beautiful color. It's gone. And suicide, not easy on anybody. To make somebody want to kill themselves that much, to make somebody want to take their life because of, God, whatever reason, it's not okay. So here's what I'm going to do this month of November. I want you to comment your name, and I will write it on my wrist. I'm going to write it, fill up my arm, if that's what it takes, of all the people who are bullied or who've lost their lives to suicide or who have been affected by suicide. And by the end of November, even though I'm going to shower and stuff, I'm going to keep a list, and I'm going to rewrite it if I have to. And those names are going to be up. And in November, the end of November, so how many days we have this month, I think it's 31. Nope, it's 30. So if we have 30 days, at November 30th, I'm going to post a picture on my social media and stuff like that GoFundMe on Facebook. Giulie Montana, Giulie space Montana. Follow me on Instagram, baseballchick615. Nope, sorry, baseballchick54. For pictures and updates, you could also go bookmark my blog. It's hello0754.wordpress.com. And if you need other contact information, just leave a comment and I will get back to you on that. But comment, share. Try to get this out as far as possible. Great. Stay strong. You're beautiful. You're perfect, in my opinion. You could be the ugliest person on earth. You could have scars covering every single inch of your body. You could be a fire victim. You could be disabled. You could have amputated limbs and stuff like that. But you're beautiful. I just want you to know that. I will keep you updated, and I will see if I will, depending how well this one goes, I will probably do more videos. Alright. Bye.